The last slot of this press conference, we welcome Faith Kipyegon and Cassandre Beaugrand. Thank you to be here. Thank you so much. Faith, let's start with you, if you don't mind, Cassandre. Monaco is a special place for you. You have a special story with that meeting. We all remember that mile. That was fantastic. What makes Monaco that special to you?
Well, I'm so happy to be back here. Monaco is like my second home. I was here in February doing the 10K, and I'm so happy to be here again. After doing great in the first 10K, and it was really fun.
You competed in Eugene very recently. You raced the mile and the 5,000 meters in China in May. How are you feeling? How are your legs?
I would say, to be honest, I'm so happy to be back in what I love doing, the sport. It was really tough for me to just, to decide to go to Eugene after battling a little bit of injury, hamstring injury. And going back to Eugene, I was not surprised with the results because that was what I expected. And I wanted just to go back there. Eugene has beautiful memories, and to choose to quit Eugene and here is really tough for me because these places has really unique memories about me, breaking world record in Eugene, breaking world record here. And I could not hold back, like, let me just go back home and rest and get quick recovery. But I was like, let me just, go there, see how far I am, and get back to fully recovery at the end of the season. So I'm happy to be back here and see, what will happen tomorrow. And I hope to still recover in a nice way towards the end of the season.
How important is confidence at this stage of the season?
It's not easy, especially, when you're competing, 98%. You need 99 to compete with the best in the world. And for me, it's really tough, but I'm going to try my best to just be myself and run the race I have been preparing for and look forward to the brighter, the end of the season.
Let's see if we have a question in the crowd for Faith.
Hello, Faith. So how is the hamstring now? Have you recovered in the few days since Eugene?
I would say I'm on the road to recovery. I will not say I'm 100%. You need to be 100%, 99% to compete with the best in the world. But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to keep up. I'm going to just be myself and know where I've come from. It has been a really, really tough journey since Shanghai, training with injury and, wanted to be on that track, wanted to be on the Tambolic circuit. But, you can't do that without being 100% with your health. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to just compete tomorrow, see the results, get back to the circuit and continue.
Quick, easy question for Faith. Maybe not now, but you're sitting next to Cassandre Beaugrand, who obviously will run track tomorrow, but she's a triathlon champion, of course. So how's your swimming and how's your cycling, Faith?
Oh my God, it's terrible, to be honest. if one of you put me beside the swimming pool, I will drown and just gone. But I'm happy to just hear her story. It's encouraging, it's inspiring to just, do triathlon and, to see yourself tomorrow on the track running 3,000. That is incredible. That is insane.
You might not see me a lot.
But that's really really fun to just, you guys coming into track and, don't see yourself like I'm triathlon athlete. I can go to the track, I can do this. But I'm happy that women are not limited, are not limiting themselves. So this is, this is incredible. I'm really happy for you. Yeah.
Cassandre, it's your first time here in Monaco. I mean, for the meeting Hercules, because your relation is special to Monaco. You are still registered to a club here in Monaco. Was it a dream for you to compete in that stadium?
So yeah, I've been in the club since 2012, maybe, if I'm not wrong. So it's been a while, and yeah, it's always familiar, like, for me to come here. That's why I'm dressed also like Monaco colors today. So it's very special. I've been racing the events, the kids events, 2008. So I think I was 11 years old. And for me, like, just looking at the big stars, like, racing after that, I was just like, you know, with kid eyes, like, stars in my eyes, and I was just, I wish one day I could just compete with them, you know. And I took a different path. I was like doing triathlon, but then last year was a bit challenging for me with the post-Olympic year, and I had searched a new challenge, and for me it was just like obvious that I wanted something like big like this, but I was looking for like testing myself before, like in some events, to be sure I have still my place here.
You were not really happy last year about your performances. That was a way to break the routine?
It's just like, you know, after such a high, like a gold medal, like I was not obviously expecting that, not that much. And after I was, what's next? And yeah, the next Olympics are so far. So like, I think it was very challenging to just go back and be like, oh, I want to be world champion, or I just needed something different and something that, yeah, make me like want to wake up in the morning and be like so excited about. And I think that was exactly the thing I wanted to do, was like racing in Monaco. And for me, it's the best time on wing. I wanted to compete there. So.
And you were talking about the junior world championship. That was totally different. I mean, talking about the crowd, talking about the stadium. You're not really used to this atmosphere, or to just compete or race on track. How does it change in your preparation?
Well, still we had a big crowd in Paris, so now I used to have like a big, more people cheering for me and for people. And I think, I think it will be still like very challenging tomorrow. I might be a bit shy actually, but I'm very excited, and I think it will be very nice.
You're pretty sure that you will have a support from your friends, family tomorrow?
I hope so. They are coming, so I hope they will cheer for me.
Maybe we have a question for Cassandre?
Hi Cassandre, I remember actually seeing you a few years ago swimming here. What are your best memories in Monaco? Because obviously you've been also swimming with a club, was just not just track and field back then.
That's tough, because I think I made so many good ones here. Like, I really like coming back here every time. So I think just sharing, you know, like this atmosphere here with like the track athletes. And I mean, I made memories like doing the 4x1000, you know, when we were young. And we've been French champion, it was cool. And yeah, like I still come to swim sometimes. I came to swim this morning, and I will swim tomorrow, maybe before the race. But it's just my routine, so I just don't want to change it. And yes, it's nice. I'm always like very like, people are always very welcoming to me when I'm coming here, so it's a super nice feeling.
So Faith, we're seeing quite a few athletes changing discipline this year, or even totally changing sport, like Cassandre. If you had a wild dream of doing some other event, what would it be?
Well, that's a tough one, but I would say maybe football. Because when I was young, I used to do both football and running when I was in school, in primary school. So maybe to choose, I will choose football. Yeah, but not swimming.
Question for Cassandre. You said this year you needed, a different motivation with running track. And apologies if this is already common knowledge, but are you going to do European champs? And or targeting European champs, and next year we have world champs. Is this 26 passion going to carry forward to 27, and will we see you potentially at the Beijing World Championships next year? Track and field, not triathlon.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think so for next year. For Europeans, I was already like asking myself if I'm ready or not, and it's a bit tough. I will see after this race, but I think my choice is a bit made already. I'm gonna see tomorrow. I don't want to say no, but I will see tomorrow, and I think again it's tough. I think I will go to 2028 like in triathlon, and then see like after that if I want maybe like if I'm not too old, if I can maybe explore more the track and field world.
Hi, Cassandra. We have both you and Alex as Olympic triathlon champions here in Monaco. So did you already talk with him about his experience here? And can you tell us how different it is to compete in triathlon and to compete in athletics?
I haven't seen Alex yet, so I don't know if he arrived yet, but yes, we definitely talk, and that's him that make me want actually to do like more different things this year, because I was looking at him a lot doing his marathon experience last year, and I was a bit jealous. I was like, oh, I wish I actually did that. So I tried to copy him, but I'm not ready for marathon yet, so I chose something a bit different. So I think it would be cool to see him as well racing, and I don't know if he changed a lot his preparation for that, but I think it will be just interesting. Let's see.
Any question? Any last question for our two champs? Well, I think we're good. It's time for you to prepare for your competition tomorrow. Thank you.